to work on oneself, to work on others, and to work on getting a peak experience is a very important principle in the program Principles of Healing and Growth Management. How do I get a peak experience in any situations of life? Yoga gives a beautiful model. It says Brahmana means you should know the art of right knowing. Viparya, you should know the anatomy of wrong knowing. Vikalpa, you should know the power of imagination, creative imagination. Nidra, the art of being restful, the art of being peaceful. And Smriti means memory. Patanjali says you can use negative memory to pull you down, you can use positive memory lift you up. And therefore, Pramana Viparya Vikalpa Nidra Smritayaha is an important principle in Principles of Healing and Growth Management I teach. If you don't organize yourself wisely like this, then there will be negative memory roles which will start operating your life, and like an avalanche, like a tornado, you will start being crushed by the situations of life. If you look into people's life, there are hurts, and if hurt is not healed, the hurt creates a memory role, and the memory role creates an engram, and from the engram your thought comes, and from your thought comes your perception based on thought happens. So your perception gets polluted by the engram. So in the workshop, through a process of hypnosis, through a process of meditation, I make people go into their conscious mind and in their subconscious mind and change those engrams, change those memory roles so that you can learn to get a peak experience in life. When you are healed, what happens to you? Your perception is not polluted, and when your perception is not polluted, there is cognition more than recognition. Most of us are caught in recognition. So you continue doing what you know. So you continue doing what you have done. But cognition is you're inwardly so free that when you perceive something, you see factually what is, and from factual perception, you will lead yourself to an alacrity, to a sagacity of seeing things, and that is highly liberating. For me, this is one of the best programs, the Principles of Healing and Growth Management. If you do not know how to grow, then you will start like an avalanche, collapsing yourself in life. And therefore, this is a workshop where we teach you hypnosis, we teach you how to handle stress, we teach you how to manage conflicts, we teach you how a relationship should be given space so that you are not a victim in a relationship, you are a victor in a relationship. I will also be teaching you a lot of meditation and teach you Shri Chakra, how to use the meditative posture of Shri Chakra, not the ritualistic portion of Shri Chakra. Shri Chakra and Swastika are very powerful kind of models in the Indian culture, and if you can know how to meditatively operate from Shri Chakra and right Swastika, then you find the very space and the ground of being you operate will be extremely high. It's called a Paramarthika Drishti, not a Pratibhasika Drishti. Pratibhasika means subjective perception. Paramarthika means a perception which is macro and not a perception which is micro. For me, this is one of the best programs for me. Group dynamics will be there. Group discussions will be there. At the end, people will be doing understanding their psychodrama. Their psychodrama doesn't allow them to be free, and therefore look into their psychodrama and bring about a kind of alacrity in living. I really invite you to be with me for 3 days in my ashram, and therefore rejoice and have Saraswati, Lakshmi and Parvati Aradhana, not in a religious sense, but in a very spiritual sense. Spiritual means to heighten the spirit.